Earlier this evening, I spoke with Democratic Congressman Stephen Horsford of Nevada, the chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus, the group requesting to meet with the president to talk about police reform. And we learned late today that the president has accepted that invitation. Congressman Horsford, first question, what do you hope to accomplish in your meeting with the president?
This is one of the most critical issues facing the American people. I talked to the president today. The fact that so many of our constituents across America have been touched in one way or another based on police encounters. And because I spoke to the Nichols family on Sunday, I wanted to convey to the president what he knows, which is this is a serious enough matter for him to center in his speech at the State of the Union. On top of that, there are additional executive actions that the president can take while we work towards a bipartisan solution for legislative action.
Do you think Tyree Nichols' death will inspire lawmakers in a divided Congress to pass sweeping police reform? And Republicans control the House now, and they've made clear they seem to have no appetite for this.
I reject the notion that we cannot do big things, including improving police culture in America. I am for supporting law enforcement. I fund our police, and everyday men and women who work in law enforcement, many of them do their jobs nobly. But when there are incidents of bad policing practice, we need to address it. I would also say that I had a conversation and will be meeting with Senator Tim Scott, a Republican from South Carolina, who also recognizes the time to act is now. So we do have momentum.
Your Democratic colleague, Senator Durbin, over the weekend called for, quote, a national conversation on policing. But respectfully, sir, how much more evidence do lawmakers need to have more than just a conversation about policing in our country?
Well, look, I'm always open to hearing perspectives, but we do have evidence. For example, in Memphis alone, they have reports that show that the use of force is used 3 times more against black residents than on white residents in that city. Why don't we have that information about all major police departments across the country? That is one of the things that we will be talking to the president about later this week. But there's also a role for community-based solutions and for the voices of all people in America to call their members of Congress, to put pressure on this process.
How do we even begin to change police culture and training on a national level, especially when it comes to how law enforcement interacts with men of color?
What I and the Congressional Black Caucus are calling for is to improve the culture of policing, to make sure that we have the adequate policies at the federal, state, and local level, that where we need to take legislative action, we do, and where the president can use the power of his office, he does.
Congressman, you're a father of 3 children. You and I both know you could have been in that car. Your children could have been in that car. How frustrated are you that we are still in this place in America where people, and particularly people of color, young men of color, so often find themselves in this situation?
Well, first, let me say it is extraordinarily frustrating. It's maddening, in fact. But the children don't find themselves in this situation. The situation imposes it on the children and on so many black and brown people throughout this country. All of us can agree that bad policing should not be allowed anywhere in America. That is not a partisan issue. That's not a Republican or a Democratic issue. This is about safety.
We can hear the frustration in your voice, frustration shared in many corners of our country. Congressman, thank you so much, sir, for your time tonight.
Thank you for having me.